Former President Rodrigo Duterte versus House of Representatives. Ito po ay nag-ugat doon sa statement ni former President Rodrigo Duterte sa SMNI kung saan sinasabi ng mga taga-House na binantaan daw ni President Rodrigo Duterte si ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro. So umalma po itong si Franz Castro at tila sila ay magsasampa ng demanda laban dito kay former President Duterte. Sabi po dito sa The Manila Times, Digong faces raps for grave threats. Former President Rodrigo Duterte may be liable and could be charged for grave threat after making threats against ACT Teachers Party List Representative Francisca Franz Castro in his program on SMNI News, according to the chairman of the Makabayan Bloc. In his Gikang sa Masa para sa Masa program last October 10, Duterte defended his daughter, Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte, over the use of confidential funds in both the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education, noting that it would be used for the creation of the Reserved Officers Training Corps, or ROTC program. The former president added that Sara intends to use the intelligence fund to target the communists in Congress. Sabi po ni Duterte, pero ang unang target sa intelligence fund mo, kayo. Ikaw, Franz, kayong mga komunista ang gusto kong patayin. In a statement, Makabayan leader Nery Colmenares said that a threat delivered on national television should not be ignored and must be called out. Duterte's red tagging and threats to activists and the opposition must be stopped. At the very least, what Duterte did is tantamount to grave threats, which is a crime committed by a person who shall threaten another with the infliction upon the person or of his family of any wrong amounting to a crime, sabi pa po ni Colmenares. He cited Pareja versus People of the Philippines, which said that the felony of grave threat is already consummated as soon as the threats come to the knowledge of the people threatened. Sabi pa ni Colmenares, yun daw mga pahayag ni Duterte is endangering the lives of people for questioning the illegal confidential funds of his daughter in 2022. Ito po ay tungkol dun sa confidential funds ni VP Sara. Sabi pa po ni Colmenares, the public has the right to know whether public funds are spent. To threaten those who criticize wanton spending of public funds in 11 days is vintage Duterte, who is intolerant of dissent and criticism. He called on the House of Representatives leadership to take action and defend members and the chamber from the attack from the Duterte camp. He also noted that SMNI, knowing there will be charges against them, took down the video of the former leader from YouTube. So yun nga po, nag-ugat ito doon sa nilabas na pahayag ni former President Duterte tungkol sa confidential funds ng kanyang anak. Sabi dito that Duterte threatened itong si ACT Teachers Representative na si Franz Castro. Hindi ko na po mahanap yung video kasi sabi nga dito, tinanggal na daw ng SMNI yung video, pero meron po akong isang clip na galing dun sa isang video ko. Ito po yun.
Ikaw, Franz, kayo nga komunista dyan. How did you spend the money all this year? Kinain ko yung intelligence fund. Ang intelligence fund, binili ko, pinapatay ko lahat. Kaya ganun ang gabaw. Yung mga kasama ninyo, pinatigok ko talaga. Yun ang totoo.
So ayan po, sabi po ni former President Duterte na ginamit niya yung intelligence funds niya para ipatumba yung mga kalaban. Although wala po akong narinig na sinabi niyang kayong mga komunista ang gusto kong patayin, yun naman po kasing video clip ko, hindi na po yung kompletong video. Baka naman po may nasabi si former president na ganito, na tahasan niyang sinabing, kayong mga komunista ang gusto kong patayin. So, to the rescue po si Senator Bato de la Rosa. Sabi po dito sa Inquirer.net, Duterte didn't mean murder. Meron ba siyang pinatay na tao? Former President Rodrigo Duterte did not mean murder. when he unleashed his scathing remarks against a Makabayan black lawmaker, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa said on Friday. It was just another figure of speech, de la Rosa said in a phone interview with Senate reporters. Kill the ideology. We know that former President Duterte is using a figure of speech. It didn't actually mean murder, but to kill their presence, to kill what they were fighting for, he clarified. To support his statement, the senator explained he had never seen Duterte kill anyone. Alam mo naman si former President din magsalita ay ganun palagi. Yan siya. Meron ba siyang pinatay na tao? Tanong ni De La Rosa. Wala naman akong nakita na pinatay niya na tao. Siguro sa operation, yung mga lumalaban na mga kriminal o lumalaban na mga terorista, ganun talaga, he remarked. Pero yung ipapadukot at ipapapatay ka, sa tagal-tagal kong kilala ang tao na yan, never yan gumawa ng ganun. So, ito na nga tayo. Narinig ko na naman yung figure of speech na yan. Kapag si former president ang nakapagsalita ng ganito, ng medyo may kakaibang pakakahulugan, ang sasabihin ng mga dumidepensa sa kanya, figure of speech lang daw ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Ewan ko kung pagdating sa korte, tatanggapin pa rin nila yung figure of speech na yan. Kung mapapatunayan ba sa video na talagang sinabi ni ex-President Duterte yung mga katagang papatayin ko kayo or papatayin kita, in this case, directly kay Franz Castro. Pero alam nyo, para sa akin, okay ito. Kung itutuloy nitong House of Representatives o ni Franz Castro ang magsampa ng demanda laban kay former President, go para magkaalaman tayo, para makita natin kung gaano ka-strong itong si President Rodrigo Duterte na kayang-kaya niyang lusutan itong kanyang mga pahayag. Kasi hindi po ba, nung panahon niya, sa aking pagkakaalam, ito lang po ang presidenteng mahilig magmura. Kahit na po on national TV, hindi mo mapipigilan ang bibig ni President Duterte kung gusto niyang magmura. Pero nakakatawa, no? Pag manonood tayo ng mga noontime shows natin, pag may makapagsalita lang ng mura, tulad nung ginawa ni Wally Bayola, eto na. Marami na ang magsasabing dapat silipin ito ng MTRCB. Bakit itong ating former president? Alam nyo, ako po ay Duterte supporter. Kahit hindi po siya ang aking ibinoto noong 2016. Pero nung nakita ko na maganda ang kanyang ginagawa at dahil sa kanya nawakasan ang paghahari-harian ng mga dilawan, ibinigay ko po ang suporta ko sa kanya. Yun lang po talaga ang hindi ko gusto kay former President Duterte, ang kanyang palamurang bibig. Kailangan po nating tanggapin na as president, meron po dapat sinusunod na guidelines ang isang presidente. Hindi po ba kapag siya ay nagsasalita, marami ang nanonood sa kanya, kasama na po ang mga kabataan. Tapos maririnig natin galing sa isang presidente na walang habas kung magmura. Tapos makikita mo yung mga nanonood sa kanya, may nervous laughter. Yung tatawa lang sila na para sa kanila okay lang na magmura ang isang presidente. Well, hindi po lahat. Marami din po ang hindi nakagusto niyan. Isa na po ako. Na para sa akin, unbecoming of a president of the Philippines. Parang hindi niya na iniisip kung ano yung kanyang mga bibitawang salita. So ito nga, sa programa ng SMNI, meron po siya mga binitawang salita against dito kay Franz Castro. At ito nga daw ay nag-iisip na magsampa ng kasong grave threat laban kay President Rodrigo Duterte. So, sumagot na po ang House of Representatives. Sabi po dito sa balita, House Party Chiefs Ted Duterte stop the threats. In a bold and unprecedented move, leaders of political parties in the House of Representatives on Saturday called out former President Rodrigo Duterte for maligning Congress and threatening to kill one of their own. Lawmakers from the major political blocs in the House said in a joint statement that Duterte should stop making threats or insinuating harm against Congress which supported him for many years. They took utmost exception to his statements and said that it was deeply unfortunate that the former president chose to malign the very institution that for years supported many of his own legislative priorities. Our institution, the House of Representatives has been unwavering in its dedication to the Filipino people, the House leaders said. We call upon the former president and all parties involved to avoid making threats or insinuating harm against any member of the House or the institution itself. The joint statement was released late Saturday night by House Secretary General Reginald Velasco. The political parties that issued the statement were the Lakas Christian Muslim Democrats or CMD, Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, Lakas ng Bayan, Nationalist People's Coalition, Nationalista Party, National Unity Party, and the Party List Coalition Foundation Incorporated. Back in 2016, at the start of his term as president, Duterte got the support of the supermajority of the House, including members of the Makabayan Bloc. A year later, 7 Makabayan lawmakers split from the majority to oppose Duterte's fascist, pro-imperialist, and anti-people regime. Noon po kasing Martes, binanatan ni Duterte ang Kongreso at tinawag nitong most rotten institution o yung pinakabulok na institusyon. The former president and ex-Davao City Mayor also accused Speaker Martin Romualdez of orchestrating attacks against his daughter and said the House chief was planning to run for president. Duterte lambasted ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro of the Makabayan Bloc and threatened to kill her. Duterte said he told his daughter that the first target of her intelligence fund should be you, Franz. I want to kill all you communists. He said forcefully in Filipino. Kaya nga ito pong Makabayan Bloc will likely file formal complaints against Duterte. So ayan po, hihintayin po natin kung talagang tutuluyan na sampahan ng kaso itong si former President Rodrigo Duterte. Dahil sa ngayon, kung ligtas si President Duterte sa ICC, tingnan po natin kung siya ay makakaligtas naman kung sakali nga na siya ay sampahan ng demanda nitong si Franz Castro at ng Makabayan Bloc. Dahil alam po natin na wala na po yung immunity ni former president mula nung natapos na po yung kanyang termino bilang presidente. Alam nyo kasi, kung may punto man itong si former President Duterte sa kanyang mga sinasabi sa programa sa SMNI, hindi po ba dapat tinitrim down niya na yung kanyang pagmumura? At itong ginagawa niyang so-called na pagbabanta. Kayo po, ano sa tingin ninyo? Itutuloy ba nitong si Franz Castro ang demanda niya labang kay President Duterte? Sa bagay, ako gusto kong makita yan para makita natin kung how strong a President Rodrigo Duterte was. Hindi po ba nang dahil sa kanya doon sa binitawan niyang mga pahayag na Bongbong Marcos is a weak leader? Sinakyan po yan ng mga kalaban ni President Bongbong Marcos during the elections. Mabuti na lang, kakaunti lang po ang naniwala dyan sa pahayag ni former President Duterte. Bongbong Marcos is not a weak leader, lalo na sa kanyang pinapakita na pagtatrabaho at sa mga resulta ng kanyang ginagawa para sa bansa natin. Hindi man po palamura ang ating presidente ngayon, hindi tulad ni President Duterte. Nakikita naman po natin na President Bongbong Marcos is delivering kung ano man ang kanyang ginagawa para sa ating bansa. Kayo po, ano ang masasabi nyo dito sa lumalalang hidwaan ni former President Rodrigo Duterte at ng House of Representatives? Comment lang po down below and I will see you next time. Peace.